Ladies and jellyfish, shalom, and welcome back to A.S.K. As today I'll be going back to a topic a lot of you guys know me for, which is the Benton Omniverse redesigns. While the last two times we looked at not only the aliens, which got redesigns because of Omniverse's new art style, but also the primary and secondary characters. Today we'll revisit all those art style changes to boil down the top 5 worst redesigns among them. Let's go. Look, we'll start off tame here. I don't despise Humongosaur's redesign or anything, but it's implicative of a bunch of issues with Omniverse's art style as a whole that I'll be repeating later, so I think it's best to get it out of the way now. Take a look at the classic Humongosaur. Perfect, right? A huge dino freak with a nice color scheme, scary menacing face, cool growth design with the horns and the spikes. What's not to love? Now look at the Omniverse version. Childish looking, too curvy. Color scheme is oversaturated and too bright. The face has a massive underbite chin for some reason and comes off as too goofy and not intimidating in the slightest. We have the stupid, ugly, obligatory green belt that goes around him. He has underwear on now for some reason. Even the eyes look worse in this design. This is what I call the Omniverse syndrome, and a lot of the aliens suffer from all these symptoms of saturated color scheme, too curvy, too much focus on the chin, and too much goddamn green just thrown in there. And the underwear just makes him seem so idiotic and can't allow me to take him seriously at all. Were they trying to undermine what effort and skill were put to make Humongosaur the most dangerous and hulking alien in Ultimate Alien Force? Why would you throw that potential away with a stupid childish mess like this? Ugh, moving on.
I am Vilgax, and I have come for the Omnitrix.
I am still Vilgax, conqueror of 10 worlds. For at long last, the universe is once and truly mine.
Vilgax's design just generally downgrades with every iteration. In the classic series, he was giant, scary, and super threatening. His face was cool as hell and his entire physique screamed ultra powerful. I talked about this extensively in my Vilgax video, but you could tell that the classic writers wanted Vilgax to be the show's main villain, which is why he got so much build-up initially. Then in UAF, while I still like the design, he got a massive downgrade. He looks a lot blander with less detail in his body, a slightly slimmer physique, and more visibility with the mouth. I feel like the mystique of having his mouth covered in the classic series was one of the things that added so much tension and menace to the character. Then it all just went to crap with the Omniverse iteration. While the body armor becoming a darker shade of red again is definitely a step in the right direction, Vilgax's face and body color just feels so off. Now he has more texturing on his skin, which is totally unnecessary because it makes him look all flabby and brain-like. Focusing entirely on the squid aspect of Vilgax was definitely a mistake, and it all started in Alien Force and just got worse and worse over time. In Omniverse, his design makes it look like he would smell absolutely horrendous and just be so easy to beat. His face is also just terrible here. I can't quite put my tentacle on it, but the menace that was once there is totally gone. And the way his character acts in Omniverse certainly doesn't help anyone's case.
Nothing like a refreshing dip on a hot summer day. Even better. Freeze!
Bit of a hot take with this one, but Big Chill's design is absolutely horrendous in Omniverse. So think of this. In Ultimate Alien Force, Big Chill is quite literally on ice. He looks absolutely freaky, balancing the more scary parts of the show with this mysterious cool chill alien. He's blue all over except the eyes and the Omnitrix, and adopts a slender bug-like look, with more emphasis on the head and the cape when he's not flying. But Omniverse just takes the moth look all the way to the extreme and makes him a hunchback insect who ate a bit too much of the Thanksgiving leftovers. In addition to the ugly green Omnitrix strap, they even gave him some weird chest hair or something, making him look older and more husky-like, which just doesn't do it for me. Especially with Big Chill, he's the type of alien that is versatile and cold, not slow and fat. I don't know what they were thinking with this one, because it does nothing to make Big Chill seem more intimidating. All it does is make him take up more space, seem less scary and fast in the air, and more prone to losing his mind and becoming complacent, like he does when he gets mind controlled by Kyber's dog. Call me crazy, but I like my aliens to look like they can win, not lose.
Give it up! You are totally busted! Have a nice trip!
Another super lazy one, Stinkfly's redesign is just really sad to see, because of how elementary the mistakes are here. The good news is we barely got to see this one on screen in Omniverse. It only got like 3 proper appearances. His hands, yeah, no longer black and slick. Now they're green. The body, no longer black and white. Now it's green. Because Omniverse is green, damn it. Green, green, green. Black colored face? Nope. Now it's green too, suckers. And a cool, menacing face that balances the creepy and gross look while mentioning to look badass as hell? Yeah, just give him the buck teeth. Doesn't look moronic or anything. Why would anyone even think that? Stingfly's redesign screams rushed and tries to make him seem more gross and repulsive, while completely ignoring what made original Stingfly so menacing and badass to start off with. Just make him creepy and not completely goddamn green. God, I miss the OGR style so much. Just keep the damn colors the same and you're good. No, that's not what I meant, he just reversed it. The problem with Swampfire's Blossom design in Omniverse is that it entirely undermines what Swampfire's abilities are, and gives him this wider physique for no reason, not to mention this absolutely horrendous color scheme that is an insult to the perfection that was his UAF design. Even his original Omniverse design just doesn't compare to UAF's pristine perfection.
Chroma Stone! Holy moly! It's Chroma Stone!
And the infamous one, which always gets rightfully dragged to the mud, Chromastone. I just loved how Chromastone looked in UAF. The one word to describe him was slick, not only in the slender design, but also in the perfect shades of purple and pink that he embodied, which made him stand out among the roster, but other things as well. He was a totally cool rock amalgam with a tall presence and a menacing demeanor and face. The mouth fit perfectly, and there's just something so simple and sheen about this original design. Fast forward to Omniverse, and aside from getting like 2 whole appearances, Chromastone looks horrendous. He has long ass crystals sticking out of him, out of areas that look really uncomfortable, like his knees or out of his arms, like he's Swampfire or something. It just makes me feel like a bad guy could just grab one of those and throw him with it. He has the classic issue of being covered in green crap, and the Omnitrix is no longer centered on his chest either. His physique is more bulky and horizontal, he has a way too long spike on the top of his head, and now the mouth is freaking covered. It's like they took everything cool about this alien's design and completely reversed it. Truly a shame to see, because all they had to do to achieve a successful update would just be to round out the edges a bit and maybe change the face slightly, like how they did in Alien Extinction. The way they pulled it off though just really pisses me off. The funny part is though, that this design was only presented once throughout all 8 seasons of Omniverse in only 1 episode. Chromastone had 1 other appearance in season 1, and this seems to be a lot more like the UAF design, which is better. I guess I decided to switch things up for season 8. Unfortunately, like Stingfly, didn't use this terrible design too many times. And that was the top 5 worst Omniverse redesigned characters. What do you guys think? What would be your top 5? Be sure to let me know, and also if I should make a top 5 best list as well. If you need to refresh your memory on all the redesigns, you can find both my other videos on this topic in the description below and card above. Until that said, I'll see you in the next one.